What's poppin', guys? Welcome back to Sandog Sports. And next up on the list of playoff previews, we have the New England Patriots versus the Buffalo Bills. This matchup is really interesting for me because, first off, I gotta give a huge shout out to Patriots. I think ever since Tom Brady left, especially last year when they didn't have a great year, people were writing them off. People were doubting Bill Belichick. Is he the one that was able to carry the Patriots to all those Super Bowl wins, or was it Tom Brady? But I think this year, the Patriots with Mac Jones at the quarterback position, first year rookie, they really impressed me, and their defense has been phenomenal. And on the other hand, you have the Buffalo Bills. They've been on fire the past few years, and I think this is a team that's super talented and will be a Super Bowl contender for many years to come, especially with Josh Allen as a quarterback position and Stephon Diggs. I really think that this is a very interesting matchup because they're division rivals, and we know the Patriots' dominance throughout the decades of their division. And so, looking at this matchup, I think one very important thing to acknowledge is how good the Patriots have been on the road. 6-2 away, and the Buffalo Bills, a solid 6-3 at home. And we all know the Bills Mafia, man, they're going to be wild out there tomorrow night. Oof. So, let's get down to some of the nitty-gritty. The points allowed and the points gained. So as you can see, AFC East, we got the Bills and the Patriots. And this is actually a really shocking stat. Bills plus 194, Patriots plus 159. If you look at the rest of the teams in the AFC, these two are the teams with the greatest positive point differential, yet they're playing here in the Super Wildcard weekend against each other. So in some ways, I feel like these two teams might be better than the Bengals versus Raiders matchup, because in my opinion, if the Bills faces either the Bengals or the Raiders, I like the Bills to win both games. The Patriots matches up with the Bengals or the Raiders, I also like them to win both games. So this is definitely a tough matchup for both teams, especially as division rivals. And if you take a look at the two games that they played each other throughout the season, they both won one. The Patriots won 14-10, so it was a close defensive matchup. Mac Jones, this game, it was played in the snow. Mac Jones infamously only threw 3 passes, and yet the Patriots were able to pull this one home, especially on the road against the Bills. And then we got the Bills, returning the favor, winning by 12. And if you look at this game, Mac Jones really struggled, 14 for 32, 2 interceptions, while Josh Allen really dominated, 3 touchdowns. The previous game, Josh Allen did not do great, but no mistakes, no interceptions, and he was able to get a touchdown. So I think this matchup really rides on Mac Jones. Is he going to be able to be the quarterback that is clutch and helps this team, be able to find their way through the turmoil, especially in such a hostile environment in Buffalo? And I would say that Mac Jones has had a phenomenal season as a rookie. I feel like Bill Belichick has really allowed him to utilize his strengths, but I feel like he's gonna flop this game. I don't think he's ready for prime time yet. Josh Allen, I just want you guys to look a little bit deeper into Josh Allen and his progression. I feel like Mac Jones is gonna have a similar progression to Josh Allen. He's even on track to surpass Josh Allen. Look at Josh Allen, 2018 first season, 10 TDs, 12 interceptions, 52% completion rate. Not great, but he has steadily improved each and every year. Yeah, this year wasn't as great as 2020, but I feel like Josh Allen's at that point where I'm comfortable with his ability to lead the team in the postseason. Even last year, look at that. That's another stellar stat. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception in 3 games. So I really feel the Bills are more equipped and more experienced in terms of their roster of pulling this one through, especially playing at home. And yeah, if you look at the stats of the Patriots, like I mentioned before, Mac Jones, real solid. I think that completion rate is really impressive, especially as a rookie. But I think that their defense is going to be very crucial. Will they be able to, mess Josh Allen, let him feel uncomfortable in the pocket? And I just want to give a huge shout out to the Patriots defense. I mean, just look at the fact that they only allowed 303 points throughout the whole year. Besides, it happens to be the Bills. That's the best in the AFC. So if you look at the Buffalo Bills, honestly, I feel like this is a complete team. And I'm going to go out on a limb, and I think that besides the Chiefs, the Bills are the biggest threat to come out of the AFC. I love their defense. I love their offense. They have an established quarterback, great running game, very reliable. And if you look at Josh Allen, he is able to, get those crucial yards, especially on third downs or even fourth down situations. He's able to utilize his feet to garner those extra positions, extra ability for the Bills to advance the football throughout the field and play at home. Man, I love the Bills' chances of coming out on top of this game, and honestly, I don't feel like it's going to be a close first half, but I believe that the Bills will be able to pull through, especially with their great defense, great offense, and once again, Josh Allen, he's going to be a top 5 quarterback for years to come. Mac Jones, his time will come in the future, and I think this will be a great learning experience for the Patriots team on how to play in the playoffs, because it's different from the regular season. And yeah, the Patriots had a phenomenal regular season for them, but the Bills, they've been here before, they know what to do, and I got the Bills winning.